Good evening, ghosts and ghouls of the night, and welcome to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show. We talk nerd. Finally, a free week. Don't have any guests. Don't have any guest hosts. Just me, the boys, and everybody else. Except for Jablonski, but that's a different story altogether. With that said, good to be back. With that also being said, tonight we got trailers for Boom, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, Blue's Clues the movie, and Violent Night. Secondly, you remember Community? They're living up to that promise they made in season 6 with a movie. The title of it is literally called End a Movie, which I think is freaking hilarious. Also, the big talk of the week is the Super Mario Brothers trailer was announced, the first trailer. And we have thoughts, some you might expect, others that may surprise you. And lastly, we have news from a Pokemon Direct this week. All the new stuff there, some new Pokemon, some new mechanics and all that other good stuff. We even got news on the team. All that and more tonight on another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show. Cue the Halloween opening!
And now it's time for your weekly vocabulary builder, helping you make other people feel stupid since the dawn of man. This week's word is
Hornswoggle. It is a verb. Definition: to trick or deceive someone in most times. When used in a sentence, nobody on Ants is allowed to talk about how Evan hornswoggled all the co-hosts into doing the show.
Congratulations, you are now 0.03% smarter. We'll be back next week with more ridiculous smart words you've never heard of. Or maybe you have. In which case, tough shit.
Welcome back, everybody, to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd, doing that nerdy stuff and the nerdy things and all the nerdy time there. I'm here with my hosts, Kuma the Sleepy and the Concert Cruiser, who is here on time for once.
Yes, I had Sunday off.
Yes, I can see that there. So did I. Anyway,
Okay, just a bit.
Jablonski won't be joining us for the next couple of episodes because, and if I'm reading this right, my cyborg hamster army decided to revolt and took me hostage. Well, good luck with that, sir. See you next year, or whatever. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight?
That's why you stick with guinea pigs.
I know, right? Guinea pigs are so much...
Well, I have been to Halloween Horror Nights for the third time, which I will be talking about on here. I had a chance to see Rob Zombie's The Munsters. I have some thoughts on that. And
Did
also,
they give you that discount at Spirit Halloween like they promised every attendee?
what?
Did they give you that discount coupon to Spirit Halloween after you see the movie?
If you don't know what,
No.
if you don't know what he's referring,
I watched it on Netflix. I didn't buy the Blu-ray.
okay, what he's referring to is that when he first saw the poster for it, which shows Herman, Mrs. Munster, and Grandpa Munster in
It
front
shows
of
any of them.
it shows him. He thinks it's like this could be just you could just take the Munsters logo out and just put Spirit Halloween on here and it would work. I still love that one observation he makes. He's like, Grandpa Munster looks like the Pringles guy if he was a vampire.
Yeah. First of all, a lot of people said this movie was from Universal Studios or distributed by Universal Studios. That's not entirely true.
Kind of looks like
it was actually the production company was Universal 1440, which is a branch of theirs that makes those shitty direct-to-DVD sequels.
I didn't know they still made those.
Apparently, yeah. Who would have thought? And because of that,
they gotta stock a Big Lots DVD section with something. I mean, like, come on.
So it says a thing or two about the quality of this thing. That being said, I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. I feel very conflicted about this because, on the one hand, yeah, it's
You prefer Party City over Spirit, right?
interesting. It's not filmed in black and white. The studio wouldn't let them. It's shot in color, which to me, reminds me of that colorful campiness from the Adam West Batman series, which I am a fan of. Yeah, the costumes look cheap, but that kind of adds to the campy charmness of it all.
I can tell you this right now. Barely anybody's gonna go watch a movie that's in black and white. At least, like, not for like the long term of it. If it's like fully in black and white all the time, unless it's something really funny. Yeah, not many people are gonna like sit down and watch a black and white movie all the time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we're not saying that they're obsolete, obviously, but I mean, one of the best beloved movies of all time is in. I was gonna say Wizard of Oz, but that's technically not monochrome. That's sepia tone, but
One of my favorites is Clerks, the first one.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Psycho's good too.
The movie is too long. And it feels like it's just 3 episodes stitched together. His wife, however, is putting on a good performance. It reminds me of Morticia Addams, but from the ABC Family reboot that they did back in the early 2000s. And the actors, they're giving it their all. They're trying, but this movie falls somewhere in the middle. I'd say, I mean, I know Brad Jones gave it a B, but I might have to give it a C-.
What does it fall in the middle of?
The low score, and
what would be a crappy movie, and then like what would be a good movie that you would compare these?
Well, I try to go by the same grading system that schools use, like A, B, C, D, or down to F. So, in this instance, I'd say it's a C-.
Okay.
Anyway, I just thought we'd get into the movies tonight. Starting off with...
Which one?
Which one?
Yes.
How about Wakanda? Yeah, I have no idea where I was going with that one. I'm so sorry. Anyway.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Go into the corner for that.
I can't. I don't have any corners that are visibly open for me to step in.
You could put your face in the corner of your bed right there.
I'm just gonna stand there with my knees on the bed. Anyway, Black Panther 2 Wakanda.
Say that was a bad pun.
Yeah, Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever.
Yay, I love it.
It's already looking good so far. Wakanda still looking good there, and they're obviously going to be doing a lot of explanation for the death of T'Challa. May Chadwick Boseman rest in peace. Fun fact: my dad actually saw Endgame today and loved it.
Nice.
So we got some shots of the new Panther. There, really love the suit. That the slimness of it.
Which I do love, like how that was one of like the big like indicators of just being like, oh, yep, everybody knows who it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, definitely. The one thing I'm really looking forward to is seeing Ironheart in action.
That's one that's gonna be very interesting to have on.
Yeah, Ironheart is one of my favorite heroes. I know she's new. I don't know a lot about her, but I've already put her on like my top 10. I'd put her on like a number 9. But
yeah, her real name is, or I don't know if they are using her real name for it, is Riri Williams.
I think they're using Riri Williams. I don't know if they're using. Hey, Lady Wolf, how you doing? I don't know if they're using another one. I have to look that up there. But yeah, like the what we're getting. Hold on, I gotta look up who the villain was. I keep forgetting this guy's name. Hold on. Namor. Thank you. Or is it Namor? I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I like what they got here with the whole like aquatic village and everything. They're kind of like doing like an Avatar 2 kind of deal. So we assume. Seeing them crawl up the buildings and all the
Yeah,
to
one of
fight
the
out there.
things that I love that they're doing is where the Wakandan tribes and everything like that all worship like their god boss, the Panther god.
Yeah.
And for Namor and his tribe, it's a thing that they worship that serpent, the serpent god of Aztec.
Yeah, of course. Of course, like Namor's a villain. A character I'm actually really not too familiar with, honestly. So the more I learn, the better. I like how Marvel movies like bring that into the light.
I don't think he's usually the villain as much. I think he's usually like the antagonist sometimes. Like I don't think he's always like the true.
He's like an anti-hero kind of deal.
Yeah. Like I don't think he's like a full villain specifically because I think he's also like slightly. He does like some stuff for good as well too.
Definitely. I will say that going back to Ironheart, I was at the mall with my girlfriend yesterday, and we saw there were pop vinyls already being released of characters from the movie, and the Mark One was already shown off. Actually, hold on. I think I can actually share that with you in the chat in this voice chat. If you go to the show chat at the back there, you can actually see a picture of the pop vinyl if you go to the show chat. Yep, you go in our video screen. If you go to the top right, you'll see a chat box. You'll be able to see it. Me put it in there.
Oh dang, I like it. That's pretty cute.
Cruiser, check it out. Right,
Okay.
top right of the screen, you'll see a speech bubble. You just click that and it'll show the.
Oh shit! And I feel like if you look real close, like right there on her chest, I feel like that's her little arc reactor.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Show chat.
You can
So
see
that's gonna be even more interesting if she is specifically taking up like after Iron Man specifically, or if she's just like being inspired by his work more or less. Like
Yeah, like she that's what the character was. She was inspired by Stark and wanted to continue his work. That's all. As the Iron Man, so yeah.
Yeah, but I know how the MCU universe doesn't necessarily always follow the comic book. So like I'm just trying to think of like how she's making up her things and all like that. Like is it just like old Tony Stark designs that she's just making her own, or is it just like her fully making her own stuff that is just inspired by the look of
If
Iron
you
Man
want my guess, she might take some stuff from the Hulkbuster. Because that was in Wakanda, it didn't disappear.
Oh no, I don't mean like that though. I just mean like her overall just like everything that she makes.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how she probably gets on Stark's tech by just being like, say like she finds a file or like a crate of Tony's old designs that he didn't fully finish or things like that.
Yeah.
And then like versus her like making her own stuff, because that's how I think it'll be, just like her using all that vibranium that we know Wakanda just has abundance of.
I can see that there. All right, let's move on to this next one here. This one is, I know it's really immature, but I actually wanted to mention this because I liked some of the stuff in it. I mean, we are three men here talking about the upcoming Blue's Clues movie.
This time they take them to a titty bar.
But no, I actually am it's kind of like one of those, like, I can't say it's like a fish out of water thing or like Enchanted where they're like out of a different area. We actually learn where they're from, the storybook land. And Storybook land. Yeah. Well, it's a show for kids. What do you expect? Like storybook.
Next time we're going. Yeah. Now we're going to show you type about the movie Koi Story.
Koi Story. Yeah, where all these koi fish try to find their master. Anyway, so Blue's Clues the movie. I just want to say it's pretty much obvious here. The animation looks amazing. I like how it blends with the live action stuff here, and the reveal of Steve in it, I think, was the one that stuck out for me most. Like, I think what's the name of the new host? Josh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, I was thinking like Josh or Brian for a second.
He was like, I think he says, "Don't worry, I know a guy who can help us." And then they knock on a door, and it shows a guy's hand on the railing, and he has like a green crayon in there, on it. It's like an epic reveal of Steve. And I think at one point they get like separated, so they're walking around with these giant balloons that spell out Josh in blue. And I thought that was actually, actually that's a creative idea. I never even thought of that.
Okay, like, will you be looking for clues throughout this thing?
Oh yeah, there will be clues all over the place. And I think
How much do you want that people will bring a notebook with them to the theater?
That'd be cool. Actually, I would love that. That would be cool for the kids.
I'll bet you $1,000 people will bring notebooks and they will be cosplaying as Steve or wearing blue. I swear to God.
Well, it's not gonna be hard. It's not like Steve's outfit's that hard to pull off.
I know, right? It's just a green shirt. I mean, I went to
the hair, yes.
Yep. Or unless you want to be the UK Steve. That's gonna be a weird thing to show when they show in the UK. Are they gonna replace Steve with what's his face?
Don't know, but I have to see this now.
You don't know this?
No, I didn't know.
Blue's Clues has a different host. I forgot his name. It's he's like this. Yeah, his name is Kevin Duala. He's like this. In the UK, Steve is black, and and his name is Kevin.
Kevin.
And I have seen clips of him. He's like,
I'm Kevin. I host.
He looks like he's about to ask you questions for a detective.
To be fair, Steve works as a detective, so
that was Steve. Okay, not this guy.
That guy looks like he works as a snitch for the detective.
He does.
What does this guy do here? What is
like
this?
He's right there peeking out the window, going like, Okay, at 7:45 they win.
What is this guy doing now?
I have to wonder if he's going to have some sort of a cameo in there.
That would be pretty cool, actually, if it was, because they acknowledge him. Because I don't think he came back for Blue's Clues and You. But regional stuff is interesting that way. But But yeah, they're gonna. I can imagine them giving out handy dandy notebooks. But yeah, there's clues all over the place. I'm trying to find the plot for it, but I can't really find a good Wikipedia article for it. Let me see. I think I have one. Here's one for IMDb. Actually, hold on. Josh and Blue head to New York City to audition for a big Broadway musical. That's the plot.
Wow.
Yep, and it looks cute. I think it looks cute for the kids.
I guess.
I wonder what kind of play.
A musical play that involves a dog. I bet.
Definitely. But let me say it, friend. Seeing Blue drum with his ears, she's totally got that down. Everybody forgets that Blue's a girl.
Not yet. I love it.
Definitely. Yeah, I thought it was more funny just seeing the reveal of Steve with him. But anyway, that's coming out here. Lastly, we got another trailer for one that I actually thought was going to be one thing, but then I looked at it again. I'm like, oh no, it's another thing. And that was the trailer for Violent Night.
I watched that trailer, and when it was over, I only had 4 words for it.
Mm-hmm.
You have my attention.
Yeah, that was me too. Like, when I heard Violent Night, I thought it was like something like Santa's Sleigh, but then I watched the trailer for real. I'm like, okay, I think this is a good idea.
Yeah,
Santa's the good guy. He's kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, like, I didn't expect it to go that way. I went, oh, okay, well, this is interesting.
I literally thought just because of the opening, like how it just has like Santa in a bar. Yeah. I literally thought like this was a new version or some sort of remix or revamped version of Bad Santa.
It almost feels like the what's the name of that one Bruce Willis movie that everyone says is
Die
a
Hard.
Christmas film? Yeah, it feels like the actual Die Hard Christmas movie.
Really. But I like the twist of Santa Claus actually having magic on his side.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it to.
And plus the magic within like the good list and the naughty list.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is actually interesting. I'm curious to see this.
It's like Home Alone if Kevin McAllister was replaced with Santa Claus.
No, it's Home Alone. It's Home Alone if Santa was Tim Allen.
I don't get it.
And I hope I'm not wrong about this, but like I think the mom, I think that's one of the women from that plays as one of the Dora Milaje from Wakanda. I think that's one of the actors. Because she's been in other stuff too.
I'm looking around here. The little girl, or
No.
the mom.
The mom.
Yes, the mom was black, dude.
Alexis Louder. I'm looking at the cast right here.
Because I could have sworn like I seen specifically her in something.
Yeah, she was in Black Panther.
Okay, because like I was really going like it was either Black Panther or she was in.
Yeah,
like,
she was one of the citizens there. She was Nigerian woman number 2. Apparently.
But also the other funny thing about this movie as well too is that we also got freaking we got what's his name
David Harbour.
No, the comedian guy
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo. I forget. I completely didn't even notice him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luigi's the bad guy.
Yeah, he's like the bad. Yeah, he's like the bad guy for some reason.
Dude, last time I saw John Leguizamo, he was being tortured by the Mandalorian. What the? Dude, Johnny. Like that, I was like, that is John Leguizamo. I didn't even notice that, honestly.
Yeah,
I have a hard time.
Luigi.
Bear in mind, I have a hard time identifying actors. So yeah. But but what else we got? Got here Edie Peterson. We got Sean Skeen. We got Alex Hassel. We got David Harbour playing Santa Claus. To which you might know from The Equalizer or Suicide Squad.
Oh, nice.
More specifically, he was the guy that did what's his face?
But more importantly, is this?
He was Red Guardian. He was Red Guardian, also Hellboy.
More importantly about this movie, is this the movie that you take your kids to go see and just be like, yeah, that's Santa, so you better be nice.
I don't know. It didn't.
Or he will shank you with the freaking candy cane.
I don't know. I think they didn't. Well, but then again, considering that Santa's sleigh didn't really do too well, I'm pretty sure it might not work this time. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's like Santa's sleigh, only it's like not. Only it's not. It's the roles are reversed in a way. Seriously, if you want to see a movie where you actually hear Fran Drescher scream, there's your movie. Santa's sleigh. That's SLAY. Slay. Anyway.
I want to watch this though, no lie.
What, Santa's sleigh?
So do I.
Yeah,
Violent Night?
Yeah, Violent Night.
Hell yeah, I want to take a look at that shit. Shit, we're probably going to watch it as our family Christmas movie this year. It's going to be on the shelf next to friggin' Iron Man 3.
We should ask Santa Claus if he wants to be on the stream.
Oh, we should totally get Santa Claus on. That would be awesome. That would be cool. Ants featuring Kermit the Frog or Santa Claus. Let's put that on the list, see if we can find Santa Claus. It's like Santa. What would you say the whole debate whether or not the milk and cookie industry is falling apart? What do you think about that?
Because Santa drinks every fucking drop. Oh, you gotta spike that shit with booze.
So Santa, why is it always 3 hoes? Is 4 too much, or is just 2 never enough?
That was with the 3. That was how many hookers I rescued from the brothel that night.
Oh my god, that was a joke in Santa.
Wasn't my question though.
That wasn't me just laughing at Cruiser. That was him just going at that specific number of hoes.
What's our next?
I would totally like to have a child-friendly version of Ants where we just talk to Santa Claus. That'd be cool. But
Yeah.
But let's move on to the next thing here. So Community. If you don't know, there's a show on NBC starring Joel McHale, Chevy Chase, Donald Glover, Alison Brie, and too many others to count. The show was about a bunch of students at community college, and shit happens. Everything from paintball wars to musicals to stop motion to 8-bit episodes where they're all in a video game. So many good stuff. I'm gonna guess you guys have seen this show.
Yep, I've seen it. I've seen it several times, and I've even seen the season that was on Amazon as well too. For the year.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen it.
Oh, you would love it, Cruiser. It's really good.
Yeah, I feel like you would.
Yeah, it's just people out of community college and just shit happens. The episodes where they have wars at school that are paintball wars and they go like different genres is really funny. They even have one episode that's in stop motion for Christmas and one episode where they're all in a video game, so the entire episode's in like 8-bit.
It's made by one of the co-creators
of Rick and Morty. Dan Harmon.
I was about to say Bill Harmon.
Yeah, it was Bill Harmon. Giant Harmon, excuse me.
Frick. I was about to say Bill. It's Dan.
So, in season... a movie was announced last week, and it all plays on what Abed predicted in the last season, season 6, that they were going to have 6 seasons and a movie. So that's the title. The title of the community movie is called End a Movie.
No, I don't think it was season 6. I think it was season 5.
Oh. I remember
because I know what episode you're talking about, because like there's a whole episode where like Abed is like remembering everything that Jeff has done for like a sort of like Jeff Winger like speech and all like that.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like one of the things where like he was dressed up as their version of the Batman, but like it was called the Cape or something like that. And he basically kind of like swings his cape and just like ruins Jeff's lunch, and Jeff gets mad. He goes like, "It's gonna get canceled the first season," and then like Abed's running away, says 6 seasons in a movie.
But yeah, that's the title of the community movie. It's called End a Movie. That's just why I find funny. ScreenRant.com gave some details that we know so far. Number 1, it was confirmed. It's coming out on where else? Peacock. Will Pierce... Oh my god, let me see. We know who's not coming back. That would be Chevy Chase's character, Pierce.
Why is that?
Because Chevy Chase is an asshole.
Yes,
and also Pierce's character supposedly died.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of... I forgot what the reason was, but yeah. And yeah, it was announced just recently Donald Glover will return as Troy. Quote from the thing said, Harmon once dropped a joke about Troy's whereabouts being the focus of the movie at a San Diego Comic-Con panel. But that actually makes a lot of sense. Glover's character went off with LeVar Burton to sail around the world and supposedly was captured by pirates off the Gulf of Mexico. The movie could reunite many of the core characters as they search for their long-lost friend after going their separate ways at the end of Community Season 6. There could be another disastrous event that brings the study group back together to save Greendale, home of my favorite school mascot ever, the Human Beings. With Harmon in charge, the possibilities could truly be endless. Yeah, the school mascot is called the Human Beings. Mm-hmm. It's just a full-on green dude.
No, it's not.
Is he? Does he have a face? It was just a green guy.
No, it's not even a green guy. It's someone wearing like this full-on white spandex outfit that they drew circles and shit on. Remember?
Oh yeah, it is. I'm thinking of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see where this goes. Because this community is good.
I just love like they're getting the cast back because like I don't think they've confirmed yet about Yvette Nicole Brown being.
Yeah, they're still waiting on her.
Which I don't mind, but like it would be awesome to have her back.
Yeah.
With the whole group because like her character was really fun, like being the mom. Or literally being the mom of the group.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm just happy to see Brie Larson back, man. She was hot.
I forget what his first name is. Mikhail, the guy that plays
Joel McHale.
Yeah, Joel
of the Soup.
Him and Kim Jong have been doing their own like podcast thing.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they've been doing like their own little thing. Like they talk about community at times. I don't know if they both do the podcast because like I only just remember seeing like I only just remember seeing an interview that Joel McHale was doing where he talked about like how he was talking about like the whole reason why Chevy left and all like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll be following news on that as it come out. With that out of the way, let's talk about the bigger announcement this week. The thing that everybody's been talking about at New York Comic Con online. That's right. We're talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie. As soon as I get the poster up here, you'll see that whole thing. There we go. I'm gonna put that right there. With that said, everybody group knuckle crack in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I guess we should probably get the one thing that everybody's been praising so far out of the way.
Mario's ass.
Yes, Mario's like silky wrinkled ass that I could care two shits about, honestly.
That was bullshit. You took pictures with sexy Mario. Don't deny it.
I didn't take pictures. I don't think I have.
That was the buzz on Twitter for a while.
Yeah, Mario's like weird. Everybody was focusing on Mario's ass. What the fuck?
Because it had such weird detail to it.
Not really. I mean, it looked like he just had pockets in the back, but it really didn't like harm me. But yeah, Jack Black as Bowser.
That's awesome.
That was a good casting choice in my opinion. And the animation, I thought was really good. I thought it looks really nice, detailed.
I thought Mario looked a little bit like Clay, at least his face did. Because when you look at his face and compare it to the Nintendo one, the textures are kind of similar.
From the Nintendo Power Issue 1. I guess I see... Yeah, I did the side-by-side comparison. I guess I saw what you were doing and what the comparison was. I can see it kind of, but I think it's more or less on the lighting, maybe. But
I think that's probably like not like a flaw, but I think that's probably a thing they're going for to make him a more like outstanding look to like whatever we're gonna see in the Mushroom Kingdom and all like that.
Yeah, and the Mushroom Kingdom does look beautiful, by the way. What?
Talk about his voice.
I'm more excited to see Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, man.
Who's Luigi in this one again? I totally forgot.
Let me look that up. Hold on. Who's Mario movie? It's coming out in 2022. I believe it's Luigi is Charlie Day.
Hey, yeah, that's right. I can't wait to hear Charlie Day, honestly, being Luigi.
But yes, Mario being voiced by Chris Pratt. All I got to say, out of everybody's reaction here about what I think of it, I would like to hear more lines to make a good judgment. I mean, like...
Yeah, they didn't really give us a lot to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, because, yeah, you could say Chris Pratt is not an experienced voice actor. I mean, yeah, he did do the Lego movie, but it's not like there was that much different sound to his voice. I mean,
I was gonna say I don't think he was specifically doing a voice in that movie though. What I would point out.
What, the Lego movie?
Yeah, because like to me, more or less, that kind of did sound like him.
Yeah, well, he played him. Like he did play. To be fair, he did play him in the Lego movie sequel. So. Yeah.
I mean the first. Well, I didn't really know who Chris Pratt was at the time, so I really can't judge that. But it didn't seem like there was like he was trying to alter his voice by any means. That's what I mean. Yeah, as far as Mario goes, he said he put a lot of work into the voice, and we just didn't get that many clips of it.
Yep, we do know one thing. We do know one thing is that he's going with the Brooklyn accent, which that's fine. Mario's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, and
I was gonna say is that the one thing they're keeping canon from the other movie?
Which I still love. I still love the original live action Mario.
I'm okay with it. Like I'm not gonna say it's bad, or I'm not gonna say it's like the most great movie.
Well, the thing with me is that I didn't see it when it first came out. The only thing I knew about it was a supposed to be a bad movie. I didn't see it until its 19-year anniversary. Someone had posted the whole thing on YouTube. I thought, you know what? Let's see how bad this gets. So I watched it. And fun fact, I was at a McDonald's in New York when I watched it. And I was in the restaurant the whole time and watched the movie.
I saw it on DVD.
And I was glued to my screen the whole time. I mean, like, the one time where it really broke for me, like, the suspension of disbelief, was actually in the very beginning, where you see Dennis Hopper and that woman goes, Koopa! I just laughed and said, that's not Koopa. But
so
whatever.
It's like one of those so bad it's good kind of movie deals where you have to kind of distance yourself from the Mario titles.
Not even that, because even as a movie, it's still good. It's basically like you could say the gritty version of it. I guess it's a better way of putting it. But everybody was giving a good performance, and the one thing I didn't know at the time was both Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo were drunk throughout the entire movie because it was so painful to get through. But you cannot see it in their performance, like, at all.
Oh yeah, some people use alcohol just to get good in those things. I heard Bob Hoskins drank a lot on most of his movies.
He even said that Mario was the worst movie he ever did. And when Dennis Hopper's son saw the movie, he asked his dad, like, yeah, why'd you do this movie? Well, because you needed shoes. I don't need shoes that bad.
Look, I'm gonna be I can imagine you kind of disagreeing that Dennis Hopper, considering how many movies he's been in, I'm gonna say kind of an open thing there if you can know exactly what movie he didn't like doing. So yeah, but
yeah, when the movie was done, I was just pleasantly surprised. It may not work for a good Mario movie, but for just a gritty version of it, yeah, it works surprisingly well.
Yeah,
I feel like if they came out and said that was their version of doing it, I think it would have worked. But they literally were like edging on being like, yes, this is Mario from the video game. Like, that was literally what they were really edging on for, like, their whole marketing scheme of that movie.
Definitely.
And one of their marketing tools was actually a real plunger that said Super Mario Bros. On it,
which I probably should find on eBay. But like,
back to this.
Yeah, the Mario movie. Yeah, everything. I like the animation. I just want to kind of see there, and like, hey, if they want to do a Brooklyn Mario, I mean, like, hey, the Mario and the Mario Brothers 3 Super Show did a Brooklyn Mario, so why not that? I mean, like.
So I put to you guys the question that I put in our Facebook chat, where it was stating, saying like, do you think we're gonna have like some sort of Mario origin story as well, where like, because obviously for this first trailer, it looks like he's like teleported through using like the warp pipe.
Yeah. I think we're kind of getting something around that. Like, he might be from the city and then goes to the Mushroom Kingdom. I think that was the plot of the TV show, actually.
I think we're going to get like a baseline origin story, but I don't think it's going to go that deep. At least not yet. Because Toad knew who he was.
That was a little skip after, like, when he was saying, "Don't touch the mushroom." Like, that was a little cutscene skip right there. So, like, for all we know, there was a little introduction after that.
Yeah, maybe.
My thought was like he probably found Mario, snagged him, brought him back, and like told him who he was.
Well, he was hiding though.
I thought he fell out of the pipe and into that mushroom patch.
But I'm excited for it. I'm looking to see where you go with this. I mean, Luigi's also going to be in there. There might be some homages to Luigi's Mansion in there.
I was gonna say, like maybe not like a huge origin story, but like, yeah, for Luigi to be there, I feel like it's gonna be maybe like either him and Mario fall into a pipe or separated or something like that, or like,
yeah, like they regroup later and everything.
Yeah, because like I feel like that might be like how we might be introduced to the other characters like that. It might be like half characters we meet with Mario, and then like half characters we meet like with Luigi as they're all reunited and all like that.
I just want to point out here that that people are trying to petition that they replace Chris Pratt's voice actor. And I'm sorry, guys, but in the film industry, that you can't just replace a voice actor after paying them to do all that stuff. I mean, you can, depends on the budget, but yeah, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
I do know that Tara Strong was saying, Hollywood doesn't care. She believes Charles Martinet should have been the voice, which I have thoughts about that, because the Mario that we all know from the games, he doesn't really speak in. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. He doesn't really speak in full dialogue. He tends to speak in sound bites. So,
but that's what people would want to be. That's what people would want to hear, though. They would want to hear him talking doing full lines in the Mario voice.
Could you picture that Mario being like sad or depressed?
Yeah, because there are scenes in Mario, some of the games, and some small little voice bits where it does sound like Mario is sad, and or when he's hurt, he's very woozy and all like that as well too. I would have loved to hear the real Mario's voice to give me that more emotion to Mario, basically.
I'd be curious to hear it.
There also is another point here that I'm not going to make any statements or anything, but you guys can kind of, whether or not you agree or disagree with what I'm about to say, it's kind of going to be, it might actually kind of be a good point. In today's culture, with people with counterculture, woke culture, or anything like that, let's just put it like this way. This is going to be not everybody on this planet knows who Mario is. In fact, this movie might be some first introduction to the character. And if you were to have a character going around with a stereotypical Italian accent the entire movie, I don't know if people would approve of it. But then again,
first off, I feel like you're wrong on your first.
I can imagine you think it's wrong. I just
feel like that's a statement not to be said. Mario is almost as popular, if not on equal level, as Mickey.
I'd agree with that.
Fun fact, Mario is actually worth more than Mickey.
Yeah, see?
Anyway.
And Universal has him now.
Although in To Be Passionate, his brother is actually richer, but anyway. Let's move on to the last one here, because we got a lot to go through before we go into Hooked on Harmonics. Pokemon Direct.
Yay.
We got through a lot of cool stuff here with the upcoming Violet and Scarlet games. We got to see some more, such as how the capture system will work, where you're just gonna run to a Pokemon, then it won't go into an animation. You're just going straight into the battle mode, rather than just going through a whole transition animation. Excuse me.
Which I don't know how I fully feel about that, honestly.
I think it's okay.
Because one of the key features back when playing Pokemon was the encounters, like the battle sequences and all like that is what I mean.
I guess so. One of the also things they're gonna have shining, glowing Pokemon that will already be Terra. I can't pronounce this word. I'm sorry. It's terrestrialization or something. Crystallization. I'm just gonna call it. I forgot what they're called. I have to look it up. I know I have it written down here. It's let's just call them terrorizations. Terra Pokemon. Let's just call them that. Where they'll be already in Terra form, where you can beat them up, where you can basically fight them, and you may end up with a type different from its regular type. But one thing I really like is that they took a page out of Earthbound. In Earthbound, there is a feature where you fight enemies. You guys are familiar with the battle system of Earthbound, where it looks like it's essentially supposed to be you're at the POV of the character, and you're just looking at an image. So, yep. But there's a feature in it. If you level up hard enough, if you get into an enemy encounter, the battle will instantly end because you're stronger than them. So Pokemon has a new feature coming out here called the Let's Go command, where they can actually approach while you're walking. Which, by the way, they do have the follow feature coming back where your Pokemon will follow you, and the Pokemon will go after a wild Pokemon and kick its ass while you're not going into battle and gain EXP.
Yeah.
I kind of hate it, but like it. I get it. I mean, you get a different encounter with a Pokemon that's a lower level. You're like, okay. So why not skip that? I think that was actually okay. You can even have them retrieve items for you, which I think was awesome.
Again, I guess, but I kind of hope this is like these are like features that you can like go to your settings and like turn off and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a command, so you don't so it won't so it'll be on your own command. Hopefully they get rid of the exp all command optional because I want my hard mode. Also we got our you can set destinations on the map that your characters will follow. It's really cool stuff. And now we got our team. This time we got let's go on this one. Sun and Moon. It was Team Skull, who in my opinion were really funny. Then it was Team Yell, who has the best boss I've ever seen in my life because he looks like a freaking emo-esque punk rocker. And this time we got Team Star. Apparently they're troublemakers at school. And
oh no!
What you do is apparently you go through the map and they will take over like a certain part of there with their own fort. You have to once you walk into this fort, you're not gonna get like Pokemon trainer encounters. No, they're gonna be on the fort throwing Pokeballs at you for Pokemon to come out. And you gotta like raid battle all of them at once. I can't believe that didn't grab Cruiser's attention. I'm actually kind of surprised of that new mechanic.
I'm just not into Pokemon or RPGs. Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Design is pretty weird as well too. Not gonna lie,
What?
Their design is just kind of weird to me as well too. It just looks like they're stuck in that whole like
What?
I got a moped kind of deal.
Wait, what? Who's stuck in that design now?
The Team Star, like their design.
I guess so.
They're leaders, whoever they are.
Oh yeah, the friggin' what's his name? They showed a boss named Mela who has pretty much. I'm just gonna say up front here, I love that car. I want that car so badly.
They look like they drive mopeds.
I guess so, maybe. Except the guy who's running around on a motorcycle Pokemon, but yeah. They also got something which I thought was pretty cool. A TM machine crafter where you can actually craft TMs using materials dropped by that have been collected by Pokemon or dropped by it. That's pretty cool. A little crafting system.
I wonder if you'll be able to like craft like your own, or like if they have like custom ones you can make.
That would be cool. I'd like to see some custom stuff. There's also the Path of Legends thing where you'll be able to seek out herbs called Herbs Mystica, where you have to get from Titan Pokemon. One of which is one of Cruiser's big nightmares, a giant crab that hangs on the side of a building.
Not gonna work, Evan.
I try. But which can actually run away if they're being like threatened. And of course, we also got another evolution coming out here. First of all, there's a new Diglett called Wiglet, which looks weird. But no, this one was cute. I like the new Girafarig evolution. The Girafarig is called a Fenrigaraf.
Yeah,
Fenrigaraf.
Farigiraf, yeah, something like that.
Like, look at this guy. He looks he looks adorable.
I know. Oh man, I think it was you that shared that image where like the head comes out as
It's like a tongue. He looks like a giraffe in a spacesuit modeled after a chain chomp.
Mm-hmm. It's also weird when you think of that Pokemon too. So the idea of like this evolution working is just weird because the pre-evolution of this, if you've never seen it, the head or that.
Yeah, his tail's
the helmet of it is supposed to be its tail. So are we now supposed to think like the head went ahead and just said like, I'm gonna try to eat the whole body of this thing, but the neck grew before it could try to devour the whole thing.
That should have been like Slow Bro's like third evolution instead of Slow King. It's just the shell up to his neck.
That is weird. They never
like,
clarify. They never clarify how like how does he take the shell and put it on his head?
I know. I think they do, but it's kind of complicated. They have the Victory Road Adventure, which is the classic mode. I like what they got going on for the gyms. They took a page out of Sun and Moon, where you not just have to fight trainers, you have to pass a test to fight them. The leader. Example, you have to like race a bunch of Pokemon. You got to count them. It's like one of those like mini game deals, which is pretty cool. Also got us a good thing. Look at Brassius, who's the grass type gym leader. I like his whole like look where he's trapped in the vines, which is pretty cool. Can you say hermit purple?
Brassius.
Brassius. Oh, I just got the pun. Because it's in Spain. Anyway, we got some cool new things for trainer customization. They're actually going to be getting a lot more customization from hair, clothing, eyelashes, eye color. It's going to be, which I think is pretty cool. I like how they got more stuff like that. And the big dream that's finally been realized. Apparently, I know you guys might think this isn't a big deal, but apparently this has been requested for a while. It's a very small mini feature, is that you can now take selfies with your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Apparently, which I'm not even exaggerating on thinking. Apparently, that's been a feature people have actually kind of wanted. Just a little happy feature of just like taking a selfie with your Pokemon. I thought that was cute.
I guess, yeah.
Which apparently you can update profile pictures on a social media platform they have on there.
Of course, why not?
Then brings on the weirdest one is the picnic feature, where you can clean your Pokemon now, and apparently you can find eggs in baskets for some reason.
I love how you say the selfie thing is normal, but cleaning your Pokemon
no, this
is weird. Like,
I think the weirdest.
Wanting to clean your Pokemon as if like they're really there.
I haven't even gotten into
versus hey, I want to take a picture of my Pokemon that's not here, but you know.
No, it's not like friggin'. I meant in game, not like in real life. Come on. But like what I was going into here was, this was a weird observation I made here.
Apparently people have never thought of taking selfies with Pokemon, you know.
I meant as your
I don't know how people can't think of that. Like,
I wasn't meaning he knows what I mean. I think he knows what I mean.
It's still a smart ass joke, dude. I like it. I like it. I approve.
Yeah. But yeah, the weird thing is that you can make sandwiches now, and I don't know if anybody else has pointed this out yet. The ingredients that you use are actually real ingredients in real life. Which is weird, because usually it's like random berry names that are just made up, and now it's just, random real ingredients. It's like, what?
When can I not be sarcastic?
I don't know. You have a hard time doing sarcasm. Terra Raid battles are all free for all with no turns, similar to Pokemon Go.
Hold on, let me go give this Cubone a bath, because apparently that's more weird than wanting to do a selfie with a Pokemon.
I didn't say that.
I'm sorry. I'm fully sorry. It's just like hearing you like, just like, that's the key feature that people want is selfies with their Pokemon.
I didn't say it was a key feature. I said it was a small feature, but whatever.
Well, feature or not, but like still, just like that's one of the features that people really want, and I'm just ready to go like, I could think of other things I want, like, and you literally just said all the stuff that I want to do is like, I would like to know that my Pokemon is there, like that's why I kind of like the other ones where you're interacting with them.
Well, you are still able to interact with them in the game.
But no, yeah, like, that's what I love. Like, in the other ones, like, you're actually there, like, where, like, you had to, like, you're cooking a meal, sharing a meal with them, like, at your own little campsite.
Yeah,
that's literally what I loved. And I just like how you just.
I know the weird part. Well, the weird part I was trying to tell you was just the. I even emphasized there. You guys didn't think it was gonna be weird. I was gonna say the weird part of it was that you actually used real life ingredients rather than just made up friggin' fantasy shit like the other games.
I don't think anybody would notice or care.
I did.
I do.
Yeah, in the other game. Wait, what do you mean real ingredients? I was gonna say it's mostly the ingredients that was already.
No, they're actually when you make the sandwiches, it's actually just, you know how like in the other games you would make like soup with like made up berries and like different.
Depends on the game. Depends on which game you're talking about.
This one they actually just have random real ingredients from ham, which brings on a lot of questions. May I add? Lettuce, cucumbers.
No, Tauros meat. It's Tauros.
Oh God.
It's Tauros. No, yeah, because like in the dang, what was the last? No, not in Arceus, but like in the Damn, why am I forgetting the names now? What was the one before Arceus?
That would be. I think you're referring to Sword and Shield.
Yeah, in Sword and Shield, whenever you had like ingredients to like make a meal for like any of your Pokemon to share with you.
It was curry, wasn't it?
Yeah, curry. You literally had like different ingredients like to put in like that you could just put into the curry and all like that.
I don't
One
remember
of them was a seafood curry, and you know what was in it?
what.
Crabby shells.
Oh my god. But was
Yeah.
was it crabby meat?
Yeah. What what do you think's in a crabby shell?
I'm just saying that because crabs can shed shells.
Yeah, but that's not what it was though.
Eh.
You're literally eating like different seafood for like.
I also got a
I don't know when it was, but I think it's already been established that like everyone's okay that in knowing that like yeah.
well I
we're
remember
eating Pokemon.
well I remember there was that thing where they have like the Slowbro tails that was actually kind of a taboo meal in the show at one point or something. I don't recall though.
I don't even know why though. Why is it taboo?
Like it's one of those like meals that everybody's not comfortable with or something. I can't remember which game it was.
No, yeah, it was like it was in the first ones of like red and blue. Well,
Was it?
no, not red and blue. No.
Gold and silver?
Yeah, gold and silver.
Oh yeah, it was gold and silver. You have to like I forget what the mission
That's
was.
because that's also where you got to meet the like. That's where you got to see the red Gyarados.
Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, I'm looking.
But yeah. Oh wait, no. I think it's because it endangered the Slowbros. That's
Oh
why.
yeah, that is right because it was an endangered species at the time.
No, because their tails are what they use to help them fish.
Did
That's
they?
how. Yeah, that's how.
Oh
they,
yeah, that's right. So they can evolve.
Yeah, that's all. Well, not necessarily because like they're too dumb to actually know that. That's just them trying to fish in general.
Hmm.
It's the shelter or
Yeah,
whatever that tries to go for their tail.
it's a weird thing. Their shelters go for their tails and tails. It's like a Pokemon fusion, honestly.
Yeah, but Shelter's the only one that changes at first too.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Shelter goes to Cloyster.
No, that changes when it goes onto when it bites onto a Slowbro's tail.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It's that weird coil-looking one. Instead.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird transformation though. It's like
yeah.
that's some
And then
Pokemon.
goes from its ass to its head for some reason.
Hey, I'm just waiting for him to finally bring on Pokemon Fusion.
Yeah, go watch Digimon.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we got more coming the way. The game's coming out Friday, November 18th. So hope to see you there. Anyway, we'll be right back with our usual segment of Hooked on Harmonics. Stand by.
What's going on, Nation? This is the Concert Cruiser, and we are going to take a look at another album from Midnight Syndicate. And it's also the new Halloween Horror Nights vinyl release. This one is called The Legendary Truth, The Collective. Basically, they set up this pretty unique detective story for Halloween Horror Nights one year. And you actually have to go visit some of the sites that are within the park to find out where the stuff happened. Seriously, like there's a Chicago set at Universal Orlando, and one of the murders took place at the set. And if you look at the back of this thing, which I am not going to take this thing out of the frame, it was a bitch to get in there, you'll actually see the location, and you go to that location and take a picture with it, which is pretty interactive. I like that. The music is definitely good. The only thing that I didn't really care that much for is that it's kind of a spoken word album where basically there's spooky music playing. However, they're talking throughout it. They're basically telling you the story, which you do need. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but I didn't really care that much for it. But it does come with a download code, so if you don't have a vinyl player, don't worry, they got you covered. And I even managed to have mine signed by Midnight Syndicate, like I usually do, as well as the artist, Andrew Stonecipher, who did the album cover, as well as a couple of guys here who are part of the creative heads behind Halloween Horror Nights. So makes for a nice little collectible. And I'll go with my other Midnight Syndicate albums. And if there's one thing I have to say about when it comes to ambient music, is that while Minecraft introduced me to the world of ambient music, Midnight Syndicate showed me the spooky side of it. And it creates a wonderful atmosphere. Even if the spoken words is a bit distracting, the music does create a really pleasant and spooky vibe. So definitely give it a listen. I'm sure it's up on YouTube somewhere, and judge for yourself whether or not you find the words distracting or not. This is the Concert Cruiser for Hooked on Harmonics.
All right, welcome back to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd. Dude, I have been like all over the place with all the stuff going on. Like I don't know if you guys. Oh my God, I really feel like I was devastated by this. Did you hear about Judy Tenuta dying?
Who?
Judy Tenuta,
She's
the comedian girl with the accordion.
not familiar.
Okay, never mind. I put an obituary in the front. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I saw it, but yeah,
Essentially, she was a female comedian that was pretty influential for her time there. Just, how do I describe her comedy? How do I describe what she was like? Picture Gilbert Gottfried if he was a woman.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah, she is a very frightful woman, but she was also a reoccurring guest on Space Ghost Coast to Coast, was a good friend of Weird Al Yankovic, and she on Space Ghost, she was the voice of Black Widow. Yeah, which was really cool. But she was known for her over expressive comedy style, her with the accordion on stage. She just held it and just played notes once in a while when she did her stuff. Went under the title of the Princess of Panties or the Love Goddess. She was a delight. You have to watch some of her stand-up comedy. It's really good stuff. I can't really cancer. She's been fighting cancer for like years now, I believe. But yeah. When my dad told me that, and he's like, "Wait, you know who that is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I actually showed her to some of her comedy to my girlfriend a couple yesterday, and she thought she was fucking hilarious with what she was covering and everything. But no, other than that, how's your week been?
Well, I have been to Halloween Horror Nights 3 times now, and I definitely had fun. Don't get me wrong. I do have, there are some positives and negatives here. The first positive I have to give it was the scare actors went after people like me, straight white men. I say that because in my recent experiences with Horror Nights, they tend to go after women, kids, and foreigners because they give bigger reactions. And if anybody doesn't believe me, the next time you go to a Halloween Horror Nights, definitely take notice, or just any other kind of scare attraction. And that kind of sucks because, hey, I want to have fun too. And these scare actors, they always kind of look for people who are kind of skittish or nervous. And I put myself in a state of excitement, making me an easier target, but they still don't go after me. But this year, they finally did.
Show us your look of excitement or.
All right.
Yeah, well, hold on a second. Let me just, before you do that, Cruiser, let me just put you on the full screen so that way everybody can see your look of excitement. Go.
Yeah, I don't do this because this is overacting.
Yeah, it also looks like you're really cold, but yeah.
Yeah, because Evan, because every day and age people go like this now. When they're not in some some old '90s movie expecting someone to kill him. Who walks like this?
Mr. Burns.
Is he real?
Are,
Is he not? Is the question.
Apparently, to you, if people do this, who's doing this at Halloween Horror Nights? Are there literally people doing this?
Yeah, Cruiser. Is there literally people doing it?
They're fidgety with their hands, but doing this exactly, no.
Yeah, I don't know
Like
who's
the
going
kid-
around pretending to play Incy Wincy Spider or whatever it's
No,
called.
but to give an example, like they'll be kind of sitting there like this, like, okay.
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The look that you just gave doesn't necessarily like it doesn't really say I
Scream.
want to be scared or like.
Well, like when I say excitement, I don't mean, oh my god, this is so much fun, but rather like kind of looking on edge.
That look to me is like you're expecting it. Like that's my look, or that's my opinion of what to look like. Like you're expecting it. Like you're like, again, like to you, yeah, it looks like you're looking around, but like if it was me, I would just make it look casual. Where it's just going like.
Well, I thought if I kind of just walked in like this, and someone jumps out and scares me, they think my reaction is going to be, okay, yeah, fell for it.
Well, your reaction is your reaction. Like, are you gonna jump if someone just like scares you off to the side of you? Like
That's happened.
yeah, like yeah. See, like, how do you know it's not gonna really scare you? Like, it's just like pretending to be casual, not like the whole thing of like being on alert. Just like, all right, yeah, there are people right there. I know they're gonna try and scare somebody. I'm gonna walk there maybe, or like, oh, they just got done scaring someone. Maybe if I go over there, like, if you make it out like you're really noticing that they're trying to scare people, chances are they're probably noticing you noticing them.
Whatever makes me an easy target. I just want to have fun.
Make any new friends while you were there?
What? No. Where did that come from?
Just a random question, that's all.
Uh,
It's like when you go to Epcot and
So-
you go drinking around the... It's like when you go to Epcot and you just leave with at least 3 friends. Come on.
this isn't Disney.
You've never been... What are you talking about? Yes, coming from the guy who made friends with a bunch of German firefighters that one time.
That was luck.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm
just,
sure.
You don't just talk to random people at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, you
Well,
know.
when he says be friends with people, in my head, I'm thinking like you exchange like Facebook information or stuff like that.
That's how you know you were a success.
The Weekend's house, out of the 3 popular IPs they had, the Blumhouse, the Weekend House, and the Halloween House, my ranking is Weekend, Halloween, and Blum. After going through the Halloween House for a second time, which took, I swear, almost 2 hours to get through that damn line.
Oh, yeah.
I have to admit that they did some things that I didn't see coming. It looked like I caught the actor who was about to pop out of the bush in front of me to scare me. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I can see it, buddy. But then he pops out from a completely different direction. Turns out it was a reflection, a mirror, and they caught me. I didn't see that coming, so bravo to them. There was another scare that I called the dual scare, where you're walking through a hallway, you see a closet, and you can see the actress feel like, okay, there you are. He pops out, I get startled, but then Laurie Strode pops out from the other closet, and I get an actual scare from her. So okay, bravo, that was right there, in the same hallway next to each other.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't see that one coming.
Oh, yeah, I think there's a haunted house ride at my old beach house pier amusement park that actually has a scare like that, which I think is really cool.
The Weekend really surprised me, just because I didn't think that guy had it in him. The only horror-related thing I know he did, at least at the time, was this song called "The Hills Have Eyes," which is the same name of a horror movie, but the song has nothing to do with the movie. The song is about being friend-zoned. Then suddenly, a friend of mine, Raul, he showed me the music videos that came from the After Hours album, which is what this house is based off of. And when you play all the videos in order, back to back, it does play out like a horror film. Basically, he gets done playing at some late night show, and for whatever reason, he ends up looking at Toad and starts tripping massive balls to the point where he goes on a killing spree in Las Vegas.
Hmm.
So that's what they did with the house. And I found out that Universal Creative went to him for the concept, but he had to approve of everything, just like what they did with J.K. Rowling.
Hmm.
So that was cool to see. Out of the original IPs, my favorite was Universal Monsters Legends Collide, because that was meant to be a three-way battle between the Mummy, the Wolfman, and Dracula. Basically, the Mummy has this amulet, and the Wolfman wants it because it will break his curse. Dracula wants it so that he can roam during the day. The Mummy just wants to keep it. So throughout the house, it's a battle between them over who's going to try to win the amulet. And they actually change up the ending with every single day. So one day the Mummy wins, the next day the Wolfman wins, the next day Dracula wins. I thought that was actually pretty unique. And
Now I want like I want little kids that have seen it to just that have seen the three different endings, each one seen like one specific ending of who won, just right there having an argument over who won.
they also had some very interesting food. The one thing I tried there was a fried peanut butter and jelly with maple chili syrup.
Didn't Elvis eat that?
No,
No, I think that was fried bacon and banana.
no.
Oh yeah, it was fried peanut butter and banana. Yeah, with bacon.
Peanut butter and peanut butter and banana. I don't think there was bacon.
I'm actually confused. No, I'm
Oh.
confusing it with Fool's Gold Loaf. Never mind.
But what Universal did is that, have you ever seen like those peanut butter and jelly packets where you see for sale? They just take that, put it in, I guess, pancake batter, and throw it in a fryer,
What, like an Uncrustable kind of deal?
and it's delicious.
It sounds horribly bad for your body, but yeah, here.
Duh, it's fried.
Yeah, Evan, come on.
I know.
I mean,
I know. I was
But-
going to say in full. It sounds horribly bad for your body, so it must be good.
There's someone on TikTok that I follow. Like one of their sayings in a video that I loved, where it's like, "You fried, I try it."
You fried it?
Yeah, I was like, I can live by those words.
and like it was like this very creamy, smoothie texture, and the maple chili syrup just added to it. It was delicious. The one negative thing I can say about Horror Nights this year was I thought the motif was a bit too kiddish. To give an example, the plaque for last year's Horror Nights, matter of fact, it's hanging on my wall right now, was the retro Universal Studios Florida logo, and you have Chucky on one corner holding a knife. So you have a killer doll, a killer monster, Frankenstein's monster, and a killer clown, Jack, one of their icons. All these characters are known for killing. But when you look at what they have for this year, that ghoul right there, that screams Hobby Lobby to me. Like, this seems like a bit too kid friendly.
Well, that also just looks like a very common skull as well, too. Like
Yeah,
not
kind of
just
generic.
like not just like Hobby Lobby. That just looks like a very generic looking skull.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be charitable here because I know inflation has hit them as well as everyone else. But even the show they do where they do like this water screen and project some video on there. Last year it was about their killer clown icon Jack. This year it was like stuff from like the 50s and 60s and 70s. Like, okay, like that may be the theme for this year, but it still comes off as very generic. And that's my biggest complaint I have this year. Like, even one of the scare zones was about, I guess, spooky children trick-or-treating, which, one scare zone out of 5. I guess it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, that was my biggest complaint this year. But out of the original houses, I forgot to say, I will say the Hellblock house felt like Doom. That's what it felt like to me. This Destruction house reminded me of The Last of Us. And there's even one of the set pieces. There's actually the subway train that's actually life-size. And it looks like it's collided on top of another one. And there's like a skeleton hand dangling from it. The one thing I want to see happen so bad was have that hand drop for like a little scare. I'm pretty sure they did it for safety reasons, but that would have just added to it. I would have loved that.
You mean it's kind of like the crate in Jurassic Park, in the Jurassic Park ride, that where like sometimes when you're about to go up the hill in the Jurassic Park ride?
Yep.
The water ride. So I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I remember the crate used to fall.
Yeah, it does that occasionally. It kind of goes back and forth.
So it's like trying to like trick people, like maybe like they know it's coming but it doesn't sometimes, That's cool.
And at the going back to the Weekend house, even my favorite segment in there was also within their subway. There's a moment in the house where it looks like there's a subway lights, their lights turn on and it makes the choo-choo sound. However, this thing actually gets closer towards you. I thought that was a very nice touch. The bugs eaten alive house, I think, relied a bit too heavily on people's common fear of bugs. I mean, the whole idea though was the people turning into bugs. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But when you see like these plastic bugs that are glued to the walls, and they're just not moving, it doesn't really help.
Yeah. I'm also gonna put out here, I know this is a nitpick that you guys are probably gonna throw a shit fit about, but I heard the house also included spiders.
I can't recall, actually.
I was about to say, if they include spiders, I'm going to say, first of all, that's not an insect. Second of all, why? And before you ask, yes, spiders are not considered insects. They're arachnids.
I'm not as anal about that as you.
I know.
2, don't give a damn.
What he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
I
give
had
a
a feeling.
damn
I know
if people care about if a spider is a arachnid, an insect, whatever. I don't give a shit about spiders. Leave them the hell alone.
Yeah, right, sure.
That's all I can say.
The worst house was Spirits of Coven. That one just didn't really do much for me. The Chupacabra one was pretty cool because they actually had animatronic chupacabras, and they had animatronic chupacabras in there that would pop out, move, roar, and move all about. I thought that looked fantastic. Whether or not it was scary is not the point. It was fun.
There's a funny theory that says like Chihuahuas were bred to fight chupacabras.
No,
that's funny. I was just like, that's kind of dumb as hell to think of then, because like who saw the first Chihuahua was like that. That's what I need to defend my crops.
Mm-hmm.
Which, granted, it's a dog, but
well, technically, the chupacabra also doesn't attack crops. It's a goat. Its name literally means goat eater, but because it eats goats, which is
crops, herd, same difference. I don't give a damn.
It's kind of a big difference, but
they also created this Pumpkin Lord character, which to me looks like a Gwar reject.
He does.
So that's my big complaint about this year's Halloween Horror Nights. It felt too kiddish.
It looks like that character is like covered in that old fashioned cheese design, like cheese look.
That's one way of looking at it.
That guy knows exactly what the Leaning Tower of Cheesa is.
It's a Leaning Tower of Cheesa.
Oh my god.
And I do know that our dear friend Bruce Carr is actually at some other horror attraction called Screamageddon, which I'm hoping I can check out, but I don't know if I'll have the time or the finances to do it. And I really want to, because apparently you have to sign a waiver for this thing because you get abducted.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this actually. Yeah. Why would I want that? Why would anybody want that?
Because you know it's not real. You know,
I know
it's just fantasy.
Yeah, I know it's not real, but like, personally, I'm guessing Cruiser probably wouldn't have been able to. When Simon's like, fine, I'm too fat to kidnap. I'm gonna be fine.
Oh, you got that from a refrigerator magnet. My dad has that.
Is that? I actually don't know. Right? I think I got that from you, actually. Honestly, I'm not even kidding.
Fat people are harder to kidnap. So yeah, I'm curious to see this because that's what I think is the next step. I did do when I was living in New York long before I met you guys. I did do one horror attraction where you do have to get consent to let them touch you. Now it was nothing more than that. You know, it wasn't like anything like grabbing or pulling you away. It was just touching. And I remember that they had a bag over my head, and my hands are bound by a bungee cord, and they sit me down, remove the bag, and there's this Harley Quinn knockoff character, kind of like rubbing her hands through.
It's like a Harlequin, like deal.
Whatever. Right? And I kind of like, so you having fun here with us? And then out comes someone with a chainsaw, and he's rubbing it between my legs. But then he rubs it against my leg. That ruined the illusion because now I know this thing isn't real. It's not going to hurt me. I now know this is fiction. The idea is to try to get me to not think that. So when he did that, I just let him have it. She goes, "So, how are you feeling?" I went, "Horny." And the chainsaw guy, I can hear him laughing through the mask, and he ditches backstage. And even the Harlequin was trying to hold back her laughter. But it went from that to trying to like hide from somebody. They actually had my hands bound and like above my head. And there was a moment where one of the scare actors jumped up and licked my hand.
Gross.
Yeah, no Purell there until you get to the end. And,
I feel bad for the guy who has to do that. He's going to be able to leave the place with like 3 different sicknesses every week.
I think he just improv that. I don't think he was told to do that.
Oh, when you said like there was Purell at the end, I'm like, sounds like a reoccurring thing if that was the case.
But it was definitely a lot of fun, and what I think would probably be the next step for horror attractions.
Definitely there. I heard there's one psychological horror like torture method I actually want to see. You guys might. I've actually heard this story. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's being left in the dark for like a long period of time. You ever heard of this?
Solitary confinement?
No, it's kind of like solitary confinement. Essentially, okay, Lady Wolf has a question. Essentially what you are, you're fastened to a chair. Your arms and legs are like bolted, are like shackled down, like, or whatever it is. Like, is that what it is? Like shackled, not like with the chain and shackle, but like you're like held down, right? You are left.
You gotta be very specific because like when you just said like
electric chair kind of deal, like when you're like held down with like belts or like something like that or whatever it's called, like restrained.
But like you're in a dark room, right?
The room is supposed there. You're in a dark room. It's completely pitch black. There's no sound. The room is completely pitch black. I've heard it's like mainly used for like psychological horror. You're left in there for like almost hours on end. Because here's the difference. The theory is that with solitary confinement, you're in at least a lit room most of the time. When you're in the dark.
Well, not necessarily. Like
I've heard people also try.
Like solitary confinement is like depending on like really what is like solitary and confined. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a.
I've heard some people spice it up by like making by you know how I said the room was like soundproof, you can't hear a thing. Sometimes they might like put like make a sound effect, like example. I think one says some rooms have like a trap door where they like purposely like slam open the door and they like you like hear something fall on the ground and they like slam it like they like make like noises like something's in there with you.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's I don't think it's a thing where it's completely dark.
Oh my god, I think I know what Sarah's referring to. She asked, would y'all ever go to a haunted house where they are allowed to touch you physically besides Halloween Horror Nights? Like actually go to a torture haunt? I know what she's referring to.
Yeah, of course.
You know the one I'm talking. No, she's referring to what was the name of that house where you pay the dog win the dog food?
I have never heard of what you're talking about.
You've never heard of this? It's friggin' I forgot what the name was. It was like this guy, the McCamey Manor. Okay, so there's this guy, I forgot his name, and he has this house, right? Every year he opens this house that you have to pay you can pay to get in with dog food to feed his dogs. If you can get through this house, you'll be paid $20,000. But
Oh, bullshit.
no, this is real, McCanny Manor. But before you go in there, you have to watch like 2 safety videos because you have to like sign waivers that say the actors are allowed to torture you. I'm not even kidding.
To what extent do you mean by torture?
Oh my god, hold on. Let me see what we got here. Hear what they do. You like write down what your fears are, and they mess with you and everything like that. Like they cut your hair, they pull teeth, they cover you in blood, they drown you, they beat you, they stuff you in stuff. They put power tools in your mouth.
I'm not.
Well, hold on. You're saying that they will pull out legitimate teeth from you?
Yep.
No, that's illegal, dude. Even with consent, that's illegal.
Not really.
No, it is not illegal. Apparently, I think they pull your teeth, but yeah, they can harm you.
Wait. I love how he says without consent. I'm right here going like, what do you think a fucking dentist can do?
Yeah.
Well, for starters, he has a degree.
I can imagine the people who do it also have a degree.
You don't necessarily need a degree to take out someone's tooth.
That is I don't buy this for
maybe.
I don't buy this for 1 second that they will drown you and pull out your teeth.
Yeah, look it up, man. There's been petitions
to necessarily drown you. They'll make you think you're drowning.
Yo, they actually do try. Well, they actually do.
No, like that's what I mean. Like I don't think they're literally gonna let you drown though.
Oh yeah, of course they're obviously not gonna kill you in the thing.
Yeah.
That would be barbaric. But they will hold back. They will bear. There's even some reports of people getting buried alive.
Death is barbaric. Yeah, death is barbaric.
It's a cruiser. I'm actually really surprised you never heard of this. But yeah, if you can make it through this whole house, you'll be rewarded $20,000. Nobody has been able to do it.
But why though? Just for fucking $20,000?
Kuma, I would love to give a good answer for that, but no, I don't know.
But yeah, like I'm just right here saying like if people did go through it, I want to talk to me like, so $20,000, really?
You're paying. I'm not. You paying. You signed this contract. I'm here feeding my dogs, man.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time buying this, dude.
Look it up, man. Man, that's a real thing. There's been petitions like every year to try and close it down. It's like been crazy.
I can accept that it exists. It's just like for people to do it. I just like don't believe it's for $20,000.
I've heard from some. I don't know where I've heard it, but I think I did read some articles saying that there was people who like to like. I think my girlfriend just put in the chat here. I guess people test their limits, or they like underestimate it, or something like that.
No, fear factor test your limits.
Yeah.
Fear factor test your limits.
Well,
that's just they're saying like, I think I have a kink.
Well,
no, I don't.
Well, talk to fucking. I don't know. Talk to fucking what's his name, Russ McCamey. Cammy, he's the guy that runs the damn place.
But does he compete in it? Like that's my question.
No, it's his house. No, it's his house.
I don't care. I don't care who runs it. I don't care who runs it. If they're not competing in it, I don't give a damn.
Oh my god!
I can say I own
that
a
actually,
death race.
That actually
I'm not
is
going to compete in the damn thing.
That's actually a good question there to ask him. There is it much like a Mario Maker level. Can it be beaten? Because when when you make a Mario Maker level, you can't put online.
I'm just right here going like I don't think he'd probably do it if he's the one offering shit.
What if I went to that house and said my biggest fear is sponges, and like complete pull bullshit.
I'll probably throw you off.
It makes you take a full physical by a doc. Oh, you have to take a full physical by a doctor before you try and before you try out that house. Apparently, I think you have to watch 2 safety videos. You have to sign like forms of consent. You know, I know something. You know what? I take that back. I'm actually considering how stupid I know human beings are. I'm not even surprised people would do this.
Evan,
You can't convince me otherwise. I'm sorry, Cruiser.
Who
No,
are they though? I want to know who are these people though.
complete and total idiots.
Or maybe
I don't give a
they're
damn
just
if they're
actors
idiots.
in on it.
I just want to know
No.
who are they. That's it. I just want to know who are they. Who are they, and why the hell do they do it?
I gotta know.
In all legitimacy, I just want to be like, so you were right here at this place.
I gotta
What
know.
the fuck did they do to you?
How many people visit McCamey Manor a year?
I don't know, but I'm not seeing anything in here about.
There's a
pulling
waiting
teeth.
list of over 24,000 people? Are you fucking kidding me?
And where I'm still looking for the thing about pulling teeth, dude.
I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at pictures. There's some people. There are a couple of pictures of them having teeth pulled. I might be an actor. I don't know. Let me.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm not seeing any of that on the site.
I'm looking at Google Images.
Oh, Google Images.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up. Let me see. Teeth pulling. I think they might do teeth pulling. I might be wrong about that one in particular. I'm seeing pictures of people with drills being shoved in their mouth. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Cruz. I need to stop. I need to stop looking this up. Every single image I go down is making me more and more nauseous.
No, I'm looking this up.
Is this
because
guy...
this just sounds because with how extreme you talked about this, Evan. Okay, it sounds like you fell for. Honestly,
Yep. Nope. I'm seeing pictures now. I want to stop. I'm sorry. I need to.
Well, I said it before. I'll say it again. I don't have I'm not a masochist, so I don't see the point.
Yeah, I don't know who would be a
doing any of that
masochist. Just watch YouTube episodes. Oh my god. I might be wrong about the teeth pulling thing. It might be just clips or something. I don't know. I hope that's not the case, because then I'd be signing up to pay a lot of money the next day.
I'm okay with seeing people get hurt, but I don't care.
It's kind of sad because I gotta get a tooth pulled. I gotta get a tooth pulled like after I get this crown done this next.
Oh, is it by someone that has a degree?
No, I'm going to friggin' SeaWorld so the whale dentist can like pull one out of me. You know, like one of the things that's just like crazy. Yeah, that's like one of the things I'm actually kind of nervous about is getting this tooth pulled.
Are
It's,
you
like, crazy.
giving them consent to pull this tooth out?
Yes, I am. If I didn't, I wouldn't.
Okay, is it legal?
I gave him consent, so it's legal now. Oh my god, I don't want to even imagine it. Like, no, I mean, like, Cruiser, you've gotten a tooth pulled before, haven't you? Cruiser?
You do realize who you're saying this to, right?
Yes, and I wanted to know what your answer was. That's
How
why-
many times have I told you about my teeth being pulled? I mean, completely.
How many teeth have you gotten pulled?
Maybe 2 or 3.
What's the process like? I'm actually really nervous about it, honestly.
Ew.
Obviously they numb you up.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, they will either cut it and remove it, or try to actually yank the tooth out.
He's laughing at my reaction to that.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe it's like that one scene.
Also, just because for me specifically, I would rather them.
Did you ever get gas?
No, I've never.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, no, I think I have once when I was very young, but like.
Was it like wisdom teeth or?
I think I don't remember. I really don't remember. I remember falling asleep.
Oh, they did the thing where you like felt like 1 minute and like a couple of seconds, then you woke up and it was done.
Yeah, kind of like that, because like I was just like waking up as they were like finishing taking the stuff out.
I actually might ask them, see if they can give me the laughing. You've gotten laughing gas, haven't you, Cruiser?
Oh yes.
What do you feel? My question for that is, what do you feel like afterwards? Do you feel like hungover, or do you like feel okay, or whatever?
You'll feel woozy mostly.
Yeah, you feel woozy till it completely wears off. Like,
I'm just asking because if they gave me gas, I'd have to drive home myself. Would I be safe to drive or something, or like?
They might.
hell no!
Yeah, they might have you wait for like 30 minutes or 15.
Obviously. I'm just saying, like, you know.
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna be like, well, you're done. Get the fuck out.
Uh,
We got your tooth, so the hospitals can handle you if something happens.
the hospitals can handle you. You're my dentist. You're supposed to be the hospital. What the fuck?
Dentist. Teeth, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're a teeth doctor, and the dentist is technically a hospital in a way. In a way. I mean, where? You go to the hospital.
Because the ambulance, when an ambulance goes somewhere, the first place they go to is where's the nearest hospital / dentist.
I don't think the measures for that extremism would be like whatever. But like, what I'm trying, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you go to a hospital; it's the place where they do the surgeries, the casts, the bandaging.
Same drugs. Yeah, I got it.
Yes. Call 911. I gotta go to the dentist. I can imagine they like put me on. They put me on like a stretcher and they put like my head in a box. They just lock my head in a box.
Is McKinney Manor handicap accessible?
Are we really still talking about this place?
Yes, because I want to see if because, dude, the graphic detail you described has to be total bullshit.
Oh my God.
Well,
Okay, again,
Cruiser, we
drilling
stopped talking.
people's teeth and drowning people.
Cruiser,
Your imagination goes haywire.
Cruiser, I'm just going by what I see. And second of all, we kind of stopped talking about this because we wanted to stop talking about it.
No, you did. I didn't.
Oh my God.
These are secure. I mean, you can keep talking about whatever you want, but I ain't lost interest.
Kind of killed the mood, but whatever.
It's called reality, and it sucks.
Fine, Cruiser. You want to know if you want to take the plunge there? How about you go travel all the way to Tennessee and do it?
I'm looking at the frequently asked questions now, aren't I? And I
No,
want to see if I
it's
can find this 20,000 grand prize you're talking about.
That's what it said, man. That's the
Cruiser claims he can't be scared by anything.
Yeah, Cruiser. How about there we go, Cruiser.
I never said I couldn't be scared. I said I want to know.
If you, no. If you think it's not a big deal and I might be over exaggerating, how about you go over to friggin' where's it at now?
Evan?
Why do you think I'm looking this up? You can't be this dense.
Jesus, man, what the fuck? Easy. I guess we'll wait till he's done.
No, you guys can keep going. I'm checking.
Well, we
out
can't
the
stop
frequently asked
talking. We're trying. Well, we keep changing the subject back to this, so we're trying to kind of like skim away from it. I don't know what else to do.
Well, what were you just on?
I don't even care anymore.
All right, so then fine. Then what are your Halloween plans?
I don't even know, honestly. Like,
Will you be going to Jason Ruth's party like that he
I don't know
holds
if he's-
annually?
is he having a? I don't know if he's having a party this year. He hasn't put anything up yet, but I know I'm gonna try and spend some time with my girlfriend. She's going as Snow White, and I still have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna go as.
Sleepy.
I was gonna say there. I'm thinking about one of my ideas was probably going out as Italian Spider-Man.
How would it be any different, costume wise? I mean,
I would have a red shirt with a poorly put spider on there, a fake mustache, long hair, a mask, and I'd have a shotgun and a cigarette. Maybe a taco and a trumpet. I still have to see Italian Spider-Man. I heard it's really funny. Cause it's like
I still want you to see Who Killed Captain Alex.
I don't remember. I don't even know what that is.
Uganda's first action movie.
Oh, that movie. Yeah, I still have yet. The only reason I haven't seen it is because you haven't shown it to me. But you know, oh, made a mistake. Hold on.
We do not allow foul language. Weapons of any kind. What about you, Kuma? You got any plans for Halloween?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's still early in the month, so I can imagine you guys probably don't have much. But
Dude, I'm still trying to think of what I'm trying to do for my birthday.
oh, when's your birthday?
The 23rd.
Is that
How old you turning?
28.
You had to think about that for a minute.
I've had several confusing conversations about time and age, to where I literally thought for like a whole year I thought I was already 27 when I was 26 already.
But yeah, it's falling on a Sunday for Ant, so we're gonna celebrate Kuma's birthday on the air.
Which I don't know if I'll be on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, because like it's on my birthday. I'm happy to maybe be on here, but like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go see the Gorillas.
Oh yeah, Bruce Carr's going to that.
Which one?
Probably the Orlando show.
That one's on the 21st.
Oh.
The one I'm probably gonna go to is in Miami.
Yeah, I heard about that one there. That he was going there. He's seeing it at the same theater we saw Kraftwerk. But like you know, I guess that means we can cancel the girl and the giant cake.
Sorry, I baked her while she was still in there.
Oh my God, Cruiser, you murderous freak!
I first heard that joke in Addams Family Values, but I didn't get it at the time. It wasn't until years later I got what that joke meant.
Oh my God. It's like, you ever see that one Family Guy thing? Like, I went to a party one time and had the worst cake ever. He's cutting the cake and he accidentally cuts the woman that was inside, just screams out with the knife at her, and she like dies. He's like, come on, coconut. Oh my God, I remember when that show was funny.
Yes, Family Guy. Before we realized that Seth MacFarlane is a total tool.
I guess. I wouldn't say it would be a total tool, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here about the $20,000 either.
It says here, the newest iteration of the tour, a 10-hour experience called Desolation, offers a prize of $20,000 for a successful completion. Mikami deducts $500 from the prize for every failed challenge or the use of profanity.
What section are you seeing this under?
I'm looking this up on the Wikipedia.
Okay, you're on the Wikipedia. I'm on the official website.
Well, I guess I'm going on what I got here, so maybe it's just like an in thing or something like that. You have to look it up. $20,000. Mikami Manor was featured.
Well, I've seen on the.
Actually, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Mikami Manor was featured extensively in the 2017 documentary film Haunters of the Art of Scare and on the Netflix original series Dark Tourist. I don't know. Maybe they don't pull teeth.
Those are still on Netflix.
Well, but
now you're starting to think they don't pull teeth.
Maybe not. I'm
sorry, but that was the most ridiculous thing I heard.
According to this, they may. Okay, we'll wait.
No, go ahead.
The manor may physically assault patrons, waterboard them, force them to eat and drink unknown substances, and have them bound and gagged and engage in other forms of physical and psychological torture.
Sounds a lot less intense than pulling teeth.
They may also be They can also be drugged during their experience. A volunteer guide testified that the 40-page waiver signed the participants' list of possible risks, including having teeth extract. Oh my God, there it is. Being tattooed and having.
Give me a link.
It's on the Wikipedia page, man. Man, a volunteer.
Yes, that's the Wikipedia page. I'm on the official website.
I think you need
Wikipedia doesn't have to tell you the truth.
I think you need to. Just
you can easily edit it.
Okay, time out. I guess I'll go to the full thing there. Mikami Manor. I can't believe we're still talking about this. Waiver. Read the goddamn waiver. It's straight off the web. Here, I'll give you a friggin'. Here, you know what? Here's a friggin' link to their waiver. Read all 40 pages. I'll look it up. Teeth. 60. Participants may fully understand the agreements that their teeth may be accidentally chipped, broken, or lost, and will not hold Mikami Manor responsible or liable. This is coming from the actual.
So there's Okay, so hold on. There's a big difference between bumping into something and breaking a tooth and someone drilling a tooth out of you, dude.
I didn't say they were drilling the tooth. I said they had drills stuck in their mouth.
Yes, you did!
I said they had drills stuck in their mouth.
No, you didn't. They said they would remove your teeth.
I know, but I didn't say they drill your teeth out. I said literally, I'm looking at I said I'm looking at pictures of people with drills in their mouth. I really don't know why we're still talking about. Hey everybody, it's me. Unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, we had to stop the stream right there. My router went crazy and I had to reset it. So yeah, I graciously apologize. We'll be back next week with some more stuff there. And yeah, sorry about that. I promise it's really embarrassing when this stuff happens. So yeah. With that said, I'll see you next week. P.S. I was totally right.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell on earth.